What's going on, everybody? It's Joe from the Acceptable Casualties and God's Eye Games here to take a look at Plastic Soldier Company's 15mm SU-76 kit. You can usually find this one on the internet or at Plastic Soldier Company. Usually for us here stateside, it's between 20 and 25 bucks depending on where you shop. But it comes with 5 tanks in there. Just SU-76. There's an early build and a late build, which I think is mostly just a back plate that goes on the SU-76. It's like a shorter one and a taller one. But let's take a look at the tanks, and I'll kind of go over what my build was. These are 3 painted up ones. I got 2 more left on the sprue. I just only needed 3 at the moment, so that's why you only see 3 right here. So here's a painted up SU-76. I think this was the first one that I put together. Overall, the build was pretty easy. I only had 2 minor issues with it putting it together, and I think it was kind of more on my end than it was the actual kit. The track sections, they have on the inside that attaches to the hull, there's a little like protruding resin piece that kind of meshes into the hull, but I couldn't get it to sit right, so I had to go through with my file and shave it down. But that's kind of the only real modification work that I had to do with it. But because of that, I had to also file down little parts on the back plate to kind of get it to sit in there flush. But I think that was more on my end. Maybe not figuring out how to actually get it to sit together very well. But besides that, this goes together really easily, and it paints up really easily. There's a couple small pieces on here, like the exhaust. You see the 2 exhaust pipes on there? There's 2 separate pieces, so you're probably gonna get your fingers glued up pretty good putting that one in there. But that was like the only like fiddly piece as far as like size, like small stuff goes, and the hatch, which fits pretty well too. This hatch piece right here underneath the gun. That needs to be attached as well, because you can flip it up or down depending on the tank crew, and I'll show you that in a second. But yeah, overall, kit looks really good when you paint it up too. And like I said, bang for your buck wise, you're paying them, 4 or 5 bucks per SU-76. So, I mean, you're getting your dollar's worth. There's a lot of good little details on there. Paints up really well. There's the tank crew in there right now, if you guys can. I don't know. Let's see. There you go. Yeah, so the tank crew, he fits in there. That hatch pops up. And actually, where the teeth are on the back part of the hatch, you can't really see it in the video right there, but they fit pretty snug into the teeth on the hull of the tank, so you're not really messing around with that too much. And like I said, mostly everything else fits in there really well. Like I said, it looks pretty good too when you paint it up. I was actually really happy with this one. Since I swallowed my pride about the tracks part and just figured it was my issue, not the actual miniatures issue. But yeah, like I said, for 4 or 5 bucks for per SU-76, this is a great deal, because most of the other options that you're going to look at for SU-76 is you're probably going to have to pay for metal, which is going to run you $8 to $10 per tank. So this is the way to go, especially when you play Soviets. You're going to get a bunch of these on the table, usually like 3 to, if you're playing with more of them, you're going to need more of them. So going plastic with Plastic Soldier Company with these seems like a really good buy. Overall, seems like it's really good for throwing on the tabletop and getting it out there. Paint up quick, they look really good, and they go together fairly easily, besides those 2 little issues that I have with it. But I would say, I don't know if that's a me issue or if that's actually the kit, but either way, it's 5 to 10 minutes extra time just to shave those tracks out and make those minor modifications to the back plate so it all sits flush. But yeah, so overall, good kit. I recommend it. Like I said, I like having Plastic Soldier Company for my tanks, just because bang for your buck. They're tough to beat right now as far as what else is out there for their 15mm plastics. So I recommend it. Check it out. I hope this was informative, and I'll catch you guys later.